What's up, guys? It's Wolfgang back with another Dorkfish review, and today we're going to be reviewing the NECA Toys Sesame Street Big Bird. And let's not wait any longer, let's get to it. Alright, as we are getting started, there is no need to go into any backstory or any lore. It's Big Bird. I think we all know who that is. He is, I equate him to the Kermit of Sesame Street. So, that being said, let's just talk about the figure. And we're going to start, as always, with the box and accessories. So as far as the box goes, you've got this front cover, which looks fantastic. You can obviously peel it open, as you can with any NECA. See that backdrop in there, and a product shot of Big Bird. Looks great. Volume 5, because it's the 5th figure in the line. You get Big Bird on the side. You get some actual product shots here on the back. And you get Big Bird again on the side. And that is it. That's all there is to the box, so let's move on to the accessories. Alright, and as for accessories, he comes with a good spread of stuff. The bear, which you see on his hand. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off and bring it into focus. It doesn't pose, it is static, but it looks great. Good texturing, good paint. Overall, as an accessory goes. Oh no, I dropped it. Ha, got it. Let's get it in there. Boom. As far as accessory goes, that bear looks amazing. You also get the letter B. B for Big Bird. Just like you get the A and C with Bert and Ernie, you get a second head. This is more of the sad or tired head, I believe. Much like the main head, his jaw articulates. See the paint job up in there. Looks good. Let's give you a quick look around because we'll gloss through aesthetics. You get a couple of different ties. You get this scarf. Looks great. Malleable plastic. Soft rubber. Good paint. No fuzziness on it. And then you get his tie. And it looks fantastic. It's malleable as well. And it is awesome. You got to take the head off, of course, to put them on. So super simple. I might put the tie on for the rest of the review after this. For hands, you get obviously the 2 relaxed hands that are already on him, and 2 pointing hands. And I like the texturing. If you can see that, yeah, there we go. Some good texturing on it. Pretty authentic to the suit that Big Bird wears. And then you get 2 kind of gripping hands. The only thing that is off about these is he doesn't come with anything that outside of the bear, he doesn't come with anything that he should grip. But because the bear's leg sits up, it's weird if he holds the bear in any kind of ways with these. So a great spread of hands, and overall the accessories are fantastic. So no complaints there. I think he comes with a good spread of accessories. I'm happy with it. Now we can look at the aesthetics of the figure. And now moving into the aesthetics of the figure, and they have nailed it. I'm going to move this closer just so you can see the details, the sculpting in there. And you can see it on camera. It's not as prevalent off camera, but you can see a slight difference in the tail versus the body. There's just a little more darker paint wash on the body than on the tail, but they still got some really good stuff in there. Some good sculpting and cutting and around where it creates still the layering for what it has to be. Looks good with the tie. They cut it in a way that when the tie goes on, it's pretty tight up there. It's not something that you're gonna sit really low on his neck. But the coloring, the texture, his eyes are solid. Eyelids are solid. Texture and color around the legs, fantastic. Maybe the only thing that needs a little bit more wash and paint is inside of the tail, but this outside is great. Yeah, from an aesthetic standpoint, as far as it goes. Even the mouth, line on the tongue, pretty clear and clean coloring around the beak, inside and out. Yeah, from a aesthetic standpoint, as far as shape, as far as paint, as far as sculpt goes, he fell over. But as far as the aesthetic goes and texture, he is amazing, fantastic. Even this is a really good figure. I think when you look at taking something like this and making it into a figure, they have nailed the aesthetic part of it. So super happy with that. I think it's on point. So not a lot of criticism. I don't really have a lot. I mean, there's ugly things like the elbow joints, but and if you hold them up, if you're really looking at this kind of stuff here, where you can see the mechanics of the figure, but I don't really count those against it because you can only do so much with this, and you're never going to be looking at an angle that's going to, I think, show the underneath for the legs. So aesthetically, there's not a lot of bad going on. There's so much good things happening with this figure that I am super pleased with it. So I will say, in spite of the small slits in the movements here and there, yeah, it's well worth from an aesthetic standpoint. So let's go into articulation. So as far as articulation goes, he's got some good things going and some not so great things going. But double ballpoint head, his head can move up this far, look down that far, with the neck a touch further down, but not much, and then not much further up. He also has a little side-to-side play and the normal pivot with that kind of head. Also, the jaw on both heads do open and close as such. Now, he can T-pose almost completely out, but he has that ruffle around his neck, and that will hinder a little, but he can get his arm out. Now, his arm does go all the way around, but is a tubular shape, so while it has its normal forearm joint, it can't quite turn. It's got a little budge, but not really a lot. And you have his double jointed elbow. It feels like it's not quite a double joint. Something's going on in there. You get good out of the forearm section, but only okay coming out of the bicep. Now the body is a bit cumbersome, but you do see with that you've got a little bit of play, not a lot forward and back and left to right. You do get a small amount of play forward, but not as much as you would hope you would get. And a ball jointed tail that can't quite hold the weight. The tail is a little heavy. But it does rotate around, no real problem. So if you look underneath, you can kind of see the mechanics for the legs. And it will kick up, but not very far due to the cover and where it lands. You don't quite get the full splits, but that is fine. Big Bird doesn't need to be doing Spider-Man poses, I don't believe. As you can see, it has a thigh cut, and then a single jointed knee that is limited because of the design of the leg, so it won't go even 90 degrees back. And it does rotate at the knee, no problem. And then last, you've got the ankle, which will kick down about that far and kick up just a little bit. And you've got a little bit of a rocker, a little pivot, but not a lot. So the articulation is somewhat standard for NECA and what it's supposed to do. But what it actually can achieve, not as much. So the articulation's okay. Oh, and I didn't go over wrists. My apologies. The wrists are exactly the same as any other NECA figure. Rotation, pin, and hinge. All of them are the same. So rotation, pin, and hinge. Yeah, he is not as articulate as he could be, but he is a giant figure, so I don't know how much more you want him to articulate. So, yeah, it's okay. We'll not say great. We won't say it's great, but we won't say it's bad. We will say it is in the middle. Now, let's go ahead and talk about scaling. Okay. So in terms of scale, first off, we've got him next to Bert and Ernie, and he is huge. I think this is pretty much so correct in scale. I had to go back and look at the scale. It looks right, but this is a massive figure. Just being honest, kind of like Zog from the TMNT line of NECA, Big Bird is huge. So, but this looks right. And here he is next to the Gamerverse Marvel Legends Juggernaut and the 2003 Super 7 Shredder. And as you can see, he stands well and above them. He is possibly the tallest NECA figure that's been made. I'm not 100% for certain on that, but in terms of their regular NECA figures, I am willing to bet he is. So let me know in the comments down below if I'm wrong. But yeah, there he is next to them. Alright, in bringing this review to an end, I don't know much more they could have done with this figure. Honestly, for its scale and what it comes with, I think they nailed it. I absolutely love it. I didn't get Super Grover. I did, obviously, the review on the Count. I haven't reviewed these two because they were everywhere. Honestly, I think that they are nailing this line. I want to see them do more Muppets. I would love for them to do, obviously, Elmo and Oscar the Grouch, I think, are the next two. And Snuffleupagus, I think those are the next three big characters from Sesame Street. But I want to see them do Muppets. I want to see a Kermit. I want to see a Rizzo. I want to see a Gonzo. And so much more. And I think this one lays the groundwork for them to move into more Muppet characters that people will want to collect. I think that Big Bird is a win here. That being said, I'm going to bring this review to an end. With that, tell me in the comments down below who your favorite Sesame Street or Muppet character is. Mine is, oh, that's so hard. Kermit, Rizzo, Gonzo, if it's strictly Sesame Street, Oscar the Grouch, or Elmo. You tell me down below who you love. And we'll keep it going. We got tons of more reviews coming. So thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. I'll see you down the line. Wolfgang's out. Later, guys.